Hi, I'm Malin Johnson, and we are here at the Aggie Football Family Potluck and Game Night, which we have to hurry and get this done so I can win some dominoes. But we're going to introduce you to some of the Aggie families. This is a program that Main Street Guyman has with OPSU and several of their clubs and athletes. Tonight it's the football families, where we match a family with a kid who lives quite a ways away or has too far away for their family to visit, and we match them with some support to come and to their games and be with them. So right now, will you two introduce each other or introduce yourselves, and then tell a little bit about how your family works?
Okay, my name is Amanda Christie, and this is my second year to be a part of the football families. And we've just enjoyed having several young men come and join us for dinners, and we enjoy coming watching the football games and getting to know them, and just developing a camaraderie with them here at the college.
My name is Orlando Heyman. I'm from Vernon, Texas, and I'd say the best part about the Aggie families is just the support that does come from all the families in the community, and seeing them come to all of the events and everything that they do for us, from potlucks like this. It just really means a lot to all of the players, and it really just keeps us going. So.
Now, Orlando, I happen to know your family, and they're not one of the ones that puts up takes the signs, but those are pretty good, aren't they? Do you guys make a sign for your boys?
We haven't made signs, but we have megaphones, and we definitely yell loud and let them know we're in the stands for them.
That's an awesome thing. So tell me, what do you think is the best thing about the Aggie Family Program?
The best part, I think, is just letting these guys know that there are people in this community that care about them, that we're glad they're here, we're glad they're a part of our community. Orlando, I know I see out and about when I go get out around town. I see them, and it's nice. It's neat to see them around and say, hey, and let them know that there's people out there that know you, that recognize you.
So you tell what it's.
Really the same. It just makes us feel really good to know that our whole community is behind us, and it warms our heart to know that we have their support through, anything we're going through, we can call on them anytime. It's fun to meet their families and get connected with them, their kids, and the whole community. So it's just a good experience all around. And I'm a criminal justice major, getting ready to graduate. I'm looking forward to trying to get a contract and maybe hopefully playing overseas somewhere professionally. If not, I was looking to possibly join a police academy somewhere and start my life and my career.
What made you think you wanted to be a policeman?
I mean, it's not the safest occupation in the world, but I mean, there's a lot going on, and there's always going to be a need for somebody to want to be that enforcer of the right thing to do, you know what I mean? So that's kind of why I really picked up into it.
Okay, so whoever is listening that's a football fan, go to the OPSU games that are coming up in the, fall? And Orlando here, he's the primo running back. So watch him, and he'll be scoring out the wazoo. I have another special duo here to talk to. This is an Aggie mom and one of her Aggie sons. And what we want to do is, Dante, would you please introduce yourself, where you're from, so on, make it a little interesting about who you are, and then introduce your Aggie mom, okay?
Hello, this is Dante Donald. I'm from Houston, Texas. My brother graduated from OPSU in 2015. He played football all 4 years. Some things I like to do. I like to work out a lot, fish. Not really much into hunting, but one of those guys that like riding four-wheelers. And this is my Aggie mom. Miss Donna. And yeah, I just want to like tell her I appreciate her, everything she does, taking me to church for sure, all the Sundays she can, waking me up, come to get me if I'm not already up. So I just appreciate her for that too. And my mom does a lot too. We appreciate you.
Well, I'm really honored to have Dante as an extension of my family and our family. He's very pleasant. We enjoy cheering him on at the football games. We love having him at the house for cookouts, just part of our church family. He's just a natural part of our family. He's a blessing.
Thank you.
So, Dante, are you as good to your real mom as you are to Donna?
Oh, of course. Of course. Gotta be. Gotta be.
Now, what I would like, tell all of us what year you are, what you want to major in, and what you're hoping to do
Again,
when you
I'm from Houston, Texas, really League City, the League City area, closer to Galveston, about like 35 from Houston, but it's not that bad. But again, I'm a freshman. I'm going to be a sophomore next year. I redshirted this past year due to eligibility issues, but I've just been on track with my grades this semester, both semesters really. Ms. Donna, she's been real supportive, helped me out on the weekends, just to get out off campus sometimes and enjoy the experience of the small town area, So I appreciate that. And really, I'm a physical ed major, but I've been thinking about either minoring in sociology or psychology. I haven't decided, but yeah, that's what I want to do. And then either after college, after I finish up, I'd like to do coaching like my brother. He's in Arkansas at Harding University, recruiting right now as a receivers coach, just trying to get his master's. So yeah, I can see myself doing that too.
I have another question. When you go home, what are some of the kind things that you say about the small town life that you've experienced while you're here at OPSU? What are a couple of good things that you will take home with you?
Definitely what I could take home is about the small town life. Don't get me wrong, I miss the big city, I miss the big city. I've lived there for quite a good number of years, but a small town life, it's not that bad. Like, one thing I can say, one of my favorite things is no distractions. No distractions from anything, from people. It could be from people, just having so many things to do, it doesn't matter. Like, you just have whatever you want to focus on. Really, what I like about small town life, you can focus on and key on it and do what you want to do with it. So, like, we have so much extra time to get better with football. We don't have all these distractions, like going out every night. Mm-hmm. It could be a Monday night. We don't have the luxury of just going out, like to a bar, like big city bar or something like that. But like, it's real nice. We do what we can, and like on the weekends I get extra work myself. But like later on I might try to even get younger guys when they come in and get them on the weekends like my brother did. It'd be him and like 4 other football players. I know Zay was one of them. June, he's played here before. These are all older guys that been here before, but yeah, stuff like that.
Well, thank you guys. We're going to get a couple more Aggie
Thank you.
families to come see us.
I want to say, though, thank you to Main Street Guyman and to Coach Gas Camp and to Neptune for getting this started, because it's a two-way street. We glean from it as well by getting to know these young men and these athletes and letting them be, they are an influence on us. And so that's really a nice addition to Guyman and OPSU.
Donna, there's so much truth to that, because there's quite a few of the Aggie families who hadn't gone to games before, because unless you have somebody to yell for.
I'm one of them.
Oh, you're one of
Yeah,
them.
I'm
There
one of
you
them.
go. And so I think it's improved the number of people in the
Yes,
stands from
absolutely.
the community. But just having the boys, I know that we had 3 of them helping us at the auction.
Uh-huh.
And so they put in hours and hours to help us. So
They do.
it does go both ways.
Yes.
I don't know how many years ago was it, Neptune, that you and I first started talking? How long ago was it?
I believe it was about 4 years ago.
4 years ago, you and I met at a basketball game.
Correct.
And then you kept coming and you would sit and talk to me. We started inviting you to the family things. What was it like when we first started inviting you?
Well, it was weird at first because I wasn't used to it, but then again, when I actually took a chance and just went with you guys made me feel like at home. So I was able to keep coming back and forth, and now it's just a big family. So.
And do you remember when we started talking about having some other friends meet with some of your boys that didn't have?
Yes, yeah, I remember that, and then that's how we the whole football family deal started because of that.
And what do you think about what it's turned into?
I mean, it turned into a great thing. Like, we came a long way. Like, just from being the two of us, and then now we just grab everybody in. It's good. I really like that.
It's good. Now, I know I'm your football mom, so it's not a fair question, but what do you think is the best part about the football family program?
The best part about the football family program is knowing that you came from so far from a different state, and you have people that actually cares about you. It's not really about like food and stuff. It's just really knowing that somebody who cares for you. So that's one of the best part about the football program.
It goes both ways, doesn't it?
It does.
So you've been going to church with me for 3 years?
About 3 years. 3 years now.
And you've graduated?
Graduated, thank God.
And all those good things. So when you have kids, someday, what are you going to tell them about your Oklahoma family?
Oh, I'm gonna tell them everything. How you guys took me in and made me feel at home, and especially you, my football mom. And you also gave me something I never had, which is a grandma. So that's amazing. That's something I'll be able to tell my kids.
Yeah, and that's true, because Neptune has never known his grandparents. I mean, ever, right?
They passed away before I was born.
So they died before you were born. And so when Neptune met my mother, he had a grandma for the first time.
Yeah, it was amazing. It's the best feeling ever.
In fact, she even made you a handmade quilt.
I know, and I sleep with it every night.
Okay, Neptune, what I'd like you to do is to now say your full name, what you played at school, and what you're doing now and what your plans are.
Well, my full name is Neptune Joseph. I graduated with a Bachelor of Biology. I'm currently working at Seaboard right now in production. And within the next couple months, I will soon hopefully be in the Air Force by now.
And that's awesome.
Yes.
Can I tell them about us going to Oklahoma City?
Well, sure, go ahead.
Probably one of the biggest honors I ever had is I went with Neptune when he got his citizenship in Oklahoma City last October. Mm-hmm. And, I didn't know I'd ever have a son that would do that, and I was so proud.
I was too. And I'm glad that you was able to come with me. So sharing that experience with you was a great feeling.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, this is one of our new Aggies on the Aggie program, but his mom's not a new Aggie mom. So let's start with you, Christine. Would you introduce yourself and also tell why you decided to be an Aggie mom?
My name is Christine Scott, and this is my second year to be an Aggie mom. I decided to be an Aggie mom. I had met Malin's Aggie orphans, as we call them, through my encounters with Main Street Guyman, and it looked like a lot of fun, and so I decided I would try it. I got a Aggie football son last year and loved it, and fell in love with the program. So it keeps me going and gives me some boys that will come around and do some things for me that I can't do for myself. So.
And what you mean is because you're so short.
Yeah.
that you can ask this big lineman and he can come change a light bulb, right?
Yep. They changed my light bulbs. I don't have to do it anymore. They dust the ceiling fans because I can't do it anymore. So it's good.
And it also helps Main Street Grime, and you're on the Main Street board, as is Donna. And sometimes we have some events, and the boys come and help us. And you've spent how many hours volunteering the other night?
I'll probably say maybe 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, and then some of them came on Saturday also and helped moved furniture for us and we appreciate all those volunteer hours. We really do, and I think it's important that you're involved in the community like that. So what have you heard about the program?
Well, the Aggie program I heard is if you far away from home and your family is too far to make it, you can get family here. Ever since I've been here, I met her. She's been like more of a mom to me than my mom because my mom is so far away. She helped me out with anything I need. Like a while ago, we was making a joke about grades, and she was on me like she was really my mom. I hope your grades are right. Oh yes, man. So I really like it. You know, with the community hours, I really don't look at it as community hours. I look at it just helping her out. You know, like you said, she's so short. I'm so tall. Hey, I can if you need a light bulb or anything, I'm willing to help.
Okay, so now you need to tell your name, where you're from, how tall you are, and your position, about your degree, all of that, okay?
Oh, well, I'm Dion Pope. I'm from Collin, Mississippi. I play defensive tackle, and my major is sports communication. Sports management. I want to be a coach. You know, I love the game of football, and also, like my coach tell me, it's not just about coaching the game; it's about coaching the life. You know, it's always about life after football. It's not just football, because you have a lot of life skills in football. So I just want to be a help like my coaches are helping with me. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
So is there anything that you want to say about the program, either one of you, that you wish you could share?
Last week I was a football mom of 1. This week I'm a football mom of triplets, and I love all 3 of them more than I thought. So I asked them how I was going to watch all 3 of them because they're all 3 on defense, and they said, you're just going to have to watch. Not cheer for one, watch.
But
so,
your whole family gets involved in the program.
It does. My father said that he had not been to a football game since 1978, and he went to one last year before his knee surgery. And my football boy last year came and visited him in the hospital and just encouraged him as he was going through his physical struggles, and it made him a lot happier. It kind of helped with the depression and stuff like that, and so it was a good thing. So the families helped me out more, just as much as I helped the boys out.
So it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Are you gonna be a good football Aggie?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm positive.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Okay, this is another fun family. The Palacioses have, oh my gosh, 3 different families from your sister-in-law, and your sister are all Aggie moms, correct?
Yes.
And it's kind of a special thing because you have young kids.
Yes.
First off, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell about when you first got the big boys.
So I'm Naomi Palacios. I have 2 boys, and of course I'm married to JJ Palacios. And these are actually not my boys, but I pretty much took them under my wing, like if they were mine. We had originally one. It's Cedric Aggieman, and then a year later we met another guy by the name of AJ Johnson, which he said, I don't have a family, and I was like, join up. And then they came along also. And they've been a joy to my boys. They are pretty much literally like brothers to my boys, and have been there to all of some of their sporting events to support them. And of course, my boys really enjoy seeing them there.
In fact, you have sometimes quite a few Aggies that are at the little boys' baseball games or basketball games.
Yes. For some reason, I'm not sure why we attract. They like to come to join us, and I love it. I absolutely love that they come and cheer our team up, and it really gives them a lot of support. So they've gone to baseball scrimmages and games and basketball games, and it's been really nice to have them there.
Okay, so I want you to tell your name, where you're from, how long you've been in the Aggie program, and then I really want you to say what you like about it, okay?
My name is Miguel Hudson. I'm from McKinney, Texas. I've been in the program for a year now, and I mean, they make me feel like I'm at home. Like they treat me like I'm their own son. That's how I feel about it.
Hi, I'm Nick West. I'm from the Bay Area, California. I got here last spring, so I've been here a year, one season in the program, and I got picked up probably in the fall, I think, the fall last year, and I mean, I've just fell right into the family. It's been a great time hanging out with you guys, coming over, having dinner, going to sporting events, and just hanging out on days like these, and it's been great.
I think one of my favorite stories is one of our Aggies went to my grandson's class, and he must have been in third grade then. And he's a great big defensive player, right? Big Nate. Okay, so Big Nate goes in, and he went and had lunch with my grandson. Then he went out on the playground, was playing basketball with him. And then he went in the classroom and made a lava lamp with him. So can you imagine Big Nate sitting on the chair? But it means a lot to those little kids. It means a lot. And then a lot of them come to the games and they know somebody out there. So I don't know if you realize how much of a difference you make to the young boys, but it's huge.
Yes, I definitely agree with that.
So tell me now, what is it that your degree's in and what you plan on doing? And by the way, are you going to be a starter this year? Are you sure? Because you got injured, didn't you? Okay, so you tell. What's your degree?
Okay, my degree is HPE, Health and Physical Education. I plan on trying to be a coach for either basketball or football. I just want to help the kids learn the game more and better. Just help them out with what they want to do for a living.
I'm also an HPE major. Mine's more focused towards physical therapy. So I want to be a physical therapist. So after this, I'll have a doctorate program that I'll hopefully get into back home. And first thing, I'm trying to play football until I can't anymore. So that's first things first. And then when that's done, then I'll continue my education and pursue my goal.
So tell me the very favorite moment in the Aggie program with the Aggie families. What your favorite moment was? Because you've had a whole year of it, right? Let's go.
Mine was probably the hot tub night. Now it was just perfect. We needed it. She put some Epsom salt in there, and we've been grinding all fall, all summer, so it was a nice little break. We got to spend time with some family, and it was a much needed time, and it was the most fun experience too.
I have to say the same thing. The hot tub, it was fun, experiencing what they do there and how they live, and it's just fun, like being with the family. They make us feel like we're at home. They take care of us like with their own children. And
So Noemi, you tell me, what's your favorite part about this?
Everything, pretty much. I mean, I love that I have older boys that I can actually say that they're kind of like my boys, and my boys, my actual kids, look up to you guys, and especially when we're out there cheering for you guys, they're cheering with heart because they know that they love you guys and really want you guys for a win. And seeing you guys attend their sporting events, that means a lot for me to me as well to my boys also. So I really like you guys a lot. Even though these are not my original ones, I love them too.
But it's true. You do add on. You do add.
Yeah.
Because you meet their friends. We first had Neptune, and then we had Big Nate because that was a roommate. And then, you just...
Yes. We've taken a lot under our wing. I mean, we'll sometimes, after the game, we all went to Honey's, and we literally had other boys join us also, and it's nice that they feel comfortable with us. I like that they feel comfortable with us and want to join us.
And let's admit it, up in the stands sitting with the other Aggie families is a blast,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes. This year we made signs, and I think that next year we're going to be making more signs, and we're going to include the whole family to join us.
It's fun. When we came to your spring scrimmage, so we're sitting up there, right? Bunch of Aggie moms. I mean, there's Aggie dads too, but it's usually the Aggie moms that are sitting there. And I never thought about it, but we had some that were offensive Aggie moms and some that were defensive. So we were actually yelling against each other.
Yes, we were.
And it got kind of hilarious.
And the bad thing is that we're very competitive. So we're like, what? Like yelling at each other. And we're like, oh, sorry, Mom. We shouldn't be yelling.
And I'm a defensive mom, and that's an offensive mom.
She has one defense.
she has one defense.
Yeah, I have 1 and 1.
Yeah, but he doesn't count, right? Okay. What I want you to do now is tell a little bit about the other two,
Yes.
Jelly and Lourdes.
So Jelly is my sister. She has we've been in the Aggie program from the get-go. So she's had 2 boys, and then Lourdes is my sister-in-law, and Miguel's her son. And so it's nice to have them all together as a family.
And a lot of times you do things with the whole family, so you have all your Aggies and your other kids.
Yes, we actually have a birthday party coming up, and so I'm pretty much inviting the whole family. We'll be there, and it's nice because then we can invite more boys to come and join us to the party, so it'll be fun.
And so what we'd like to say is if there's anybody who would be interested in being an Aggie family, call Main Street Guyman. We'll tell you about it. We also have Aggie families for some of the clubs and for the baseball players. And it's especially for the ones who live a long ways away who don't have families coming to the games. I mean, that's who it's intended for. So thank you very much.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the day. Thank you for the many blessings that you bestow upon these guys. Thank you for them being in a community where people care about them and want to see them really realize their full potential as student athletes. But as first and foremost, it's just men. We ask you that you bless this food to our body and thus to our service. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.